Hi, good day, good afternoon, good night, whatever time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Star, and yes, I know you guys are probably watching this right now like, where has this broad been? I know, but thank you for tuning in. So yeah, again, you guys are probably wondering where I have been. If you notice, my background is different, and that is because I moved. I left the nest. I ended up getting my own place. So life has been crazy. Like, a lot of changes have been happening, like big changes that have been happening in my life, and I'm still trying to adjust. Again, like, I was working on a project. I don't know, some of you guys do know this, but I was working on a project for the past like 4 or 5 months, which really took up a huge part of my life. And just recently was the event that I was working on, or the project I was working on was the actual premiere of that was last weekend, or no, 2 weekends ago. So like, I'm just starting to get into the mix of like having freedom again, or having free time again, and really still trying to juggle work and juggle like balancing my life and adjusting to this new place. So I've had a few people message me over months, and honestly, a couple months. Thank you so much for checking in on me. Thank you for being dedicated. Thank you for even still watching my videos while I've been away. And for those that are new subscribers, welcome to the House of Stars. And thank you for watching. So yeah, I'm gonna thank you again, guys, for like checking in on me, wondering where I was and what I've been doing. That's really what's been happening, is that I moved. I had an event on the project I've been working on for so many months. So it was a matter of just trying to adjust myself, but now I have more of a sense of freedom. I'm going to say freedom for so long because I still got work to do. But at the same time, I'm a little bit more free. My schedule's a little bit more freer than before to like do more videos. So I hope that, you know, I can start to build a momentum and be consistent. But I promise you guys, I doubt and I will not take a hiatus like I did this time. It's really because I was moving why I was gone for so long. So yeah. So again, I know I have a couple announcements when it comes to the House of Stars. Of course, again, the 2020 special is still going on for now until further notice. Like, as far as I'm concerned, the $20 for 20 minutes is probably going to be like a permanent special that I have. For now, it all depends on when things change. You just never know. But for right now, it's feasible. It works for me and it works for other people. So I don't plan on changing that anytime soon. Another thing too, also, again, the Ask Star portion of the House of Stars. I will be doing something like that soon, but I think that I'm going to change it up a bit. I know, like, during, you know, I noticed, if you guys probably noticed the pattern here, that I'm starting to change things. I'm literally, of course, you can see, like, I am still starting out with these videos, so I'm kind of just bouncing whatever gets the wall and see what sticks and what works and what doesn't. You know what I mean? So sometimes things are subject to change at any notice. But when it comes to the Ask Star portion, I'm making some minor changes to it. I think I need to tighten it a little bit when it comes to what I do give an Ask Star reading, because it's not fair to those that actually come and pay a reading with me, because pretty much then it kind of defeats the whole purpose. So also the celebrity psychic readings, I'm going to start changing how I do it too, because I find that I've been taking a whole episode just talking about one person, and it's kind of long to talk about just one person. Like, there are a lot of different celebrities that I could touch base on that come up in the comments that people want me to read on and things like that. So today, I'm just doing a celebrities forecast. I guess what I could call this one is what's going on around them kind of thing. So today, because I picked 3 people, or 3 ladies, or it's a couple and 2 other people based on popular demand. So today, who I'll be reading on is Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, and Joseline and Stevie J. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some time to take a few deep breaths just to ground my energy so I can go into the reading. Can't read it with her. I just need her picture. God, it feels so weird. Like I'm doing this again. Like I feel like a fish out of water. Okay, there's my phone. I don't know who the heck is calling me at 4:46 in the morning. Like where are they not? I think it's my boy. He's works in the studio and stuff, so he's always up late. Let's see. Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel. Okay, so this is a forecast of what's going on around Miley Cyrus, born November 23rd, 1992. Born November 23rd, 1992, as you can see, Miley Cyrus is born under the sun sign of Sagittarius. No offense to Sagittarius out there, but Sagittarius tend to be very reckless. Sagittarius tend to be not responsible with the actions they make, and they tend to be really reckless and just natural gamblers at heart. What I do see about Miley Cyrus is that I see around her is this obviously a huge sense of immaturity right now of what's going on around her. I feel that what really is her saving grace for the most part is that she has a very strong family bond and strong management and strong people when it comes to the business side that kind of, you know, they kind of structure the business side of things so that she doesn't really falter. If she really was a person to kind of leave it all to herself in the mindset she is right now, she definitely would have made everything kind of fall all over the place. I do see with her that she's gonna I feel like in the next 2 to 3 months, if she's not already, she's gonna start date somebody. This is something that I feel that there is a good amount of age gap between her and this person. Okay, the person that she is dating. I don't know if I'm seeing like long curly hair, like with a hat, I'm not sure. But I feel like she's going to start to date somebody where it's going to be a lot of really public. You know what I mean? I almost feel like there's going to be like a comment, or there's going to be something that is public that's going to be said on her behalf about this person when it comes to an argument. I just feel like right now what's about to happen is that we're about to embark on the next public celebrity couple that is a disaster. Okay, like I just feel like it's gonna be one of those things, like literally like a Britney Spears and a Kevin Federline, like a Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. Like I feel like that's something that we are gonna embark on right now when it comes to Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is like, she just wants to be crazy and wild right now, but she is a fairly smart person. So she's very smart and she's balanced. I feel like she is going to bring it back together. But I feel like right now she's in a place where she just wants to do whatever she wants. You know what I mean? I feel like the projects that she's working on, of course, are going to be fairly successful. There's going to be one of the projects that she's going to end up working on that's going to branch off of this album that is going to be a bit of a flop. But at the same time, she's going to be able to bounce back from it. I see like a tour that's going to be happening fairly soon. Also, I see like a short film. I don't know if it's in a music video or what, but I see like a short film or something like that where there's going to be some kind of acting of some sort when it comes to acting and music that's going to be intertwined with what she is doing. I feel like she's in a place right now where she wants to find her way merging into different crowds and trying to get herself around different certain people. But I feel what it is with Miley is that Miley is just like a fireball. It's kind of hard to really tame her right now. So she's having a hard time getting into the circles of where she wants to be. Though she is an artist, she's very successful. There's a lot of people that put up with her just for face value. But for the most part, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, she's having a hard time kind of getting some respect on a professional level or like an image level from certain celebrities. You know what I mean? Obviously, we've seen the whole Nicki Minaj thing. I think that whole Nicki Minaj beef is going to be something that is going to be blowing over. Like, I feel like publicly you guys are going to see them hanging out with each other. You wouldn't be surprised. I would be surprised if they even do a track together. I feel like at the same time, if people want to know if that whole situation was staged, I feel like it was staged, but to an extent. So meaning either one of them knew it was going to happen, but one of them didn't know it was going to happen. So I feel like if anything, it could have been something like Nicki Minaj's people kind of knew that that's what she was going to do, and that was the make she was going to do. And maybe Miley Cyrus's people knew, but Miley didn't know. You know what I mean? But I feel like in some shape or form, the whole situation was staged. That was just kind of to bring some spark to it. Don't get me wrong. It's not that Nicki Minaj is not mad at Miley Cyrus. She is not happy with her about what she said. She's not proud about that. But, of course, you have to understand when it comes to PR, when it comes to management, when it comes to people in this industry, these people are very smart about what they do because there are contracts that are signed. There's rules and regulations when it comes to what could be said or what could be aired out. So at the same time, like, don't necessarily think that these people kind of... Things does happen. There's some things do happen out of the control. Some people just don't give a shit. But don't think that these people are totally like, I don't know, like they're oblivious to it. Like it's like it was like just out there. Like Nicki Minaj is not doing that, and neither is Miley Cyrus, right? But I feel like this is going to be a branch of something that's going to, possibly in the future start with open up some kind of collaboration between them both. I actually think that they're going to be able to squash this and put this behind them very easily. So that's all I see around Miley Cyrus. Let's move into Britney Spears, because I know this young gentleman asked you about Britney Spears to read on her. I really don't know what's going on with her lately. Britney Spears is... I kind of feel sorry for Britney Spears. I actually seen Britney Spears at Marco Mall. If anyone from Marco knows, I met her, I don't know if it was 97 or 98. I was young. Back then I was like probably 11, 12. I was a young kid. And I met her, and I swear to God, like I swear when I saw her, I knew she was going to bust in some way. I just had this feeling like she's going to be coming to light. Because back in the day, there was a mall, Comrector Mall, because I was from a town, which is north of Toronto, where I was raised. And this mall, oh God, I wish we still did this. It used to always have celebrities that came to the mall. Like, that stuff was the in thing. Like, they don't really do that anymore. But in the 90s, like, mall, like, music store signings and mall concerts were, like, the shit. Like, I remember meeting her. But Britney Spears, oh, jeez. Like, it's a blessing and a curse, and it's all. Like, I do feel sorry for the life that she afforded. Because there was a lot of pressure on Britney Spears from all different corners. You wanted to love her, but at the same time, you wanted to hate her at the same time. So, let's see if I can get a recent picture of Britney Spears. Yeah. Oh, gosh, she's even looked like herself. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I was like, look at the picture. Okay. The first thing I pick up about Britney Spears, and I don't know why I picked this up, I pick up a cookbook. So, I don't know if she's writing a cookbook or she's been cooking and she's been thinking about doing something like that, but I pick up a cookbook. I don't know anything that's going on in Britney Spears. So, if this is something that even happened in the past, like, trust me, I promise you, I do not know. I do not look up any of these celebrities. I don't look up their stuff. Like, it kind of goes against my authenticity, and I hold I hold great integrity when it comes to that. And I promise you, if this is something that's in her thing, I don't know. Everything that I know about Britney, I do not know. Because I just saw a cookbook. And I don't know why. Like, my guy just told me that maybe this is something she's already done. I don't know. But what I see around her is that I'm picking up a cookbook. And I pick up, like, she wants to do something that's more health and wellness. I don't know why I picked up The View. I don't know if she's going to end up being on the panel of The View, or she's going to do something on View, but I pick up The View around her. Like, I feel like she's going to be doing some kind of, there's some interest, some talks about some talk show, doing some kind of panel of some sort. But that's what I do see around Britney Spears. I do see around her, like, I feel like when it comes to music and everything, like, she's pretty much done. I don't feel she really wants to do anything with the music industry for the most part. Like, I feel like she does little things and maybe she drops stuff, but it's kind of one of those things, she literally drops things and just watches it ripple. Like, she's not really that interested in trying to get back in the industry. I think, like, most of all, she wants to be able to be a mentor and help people. I don't think you guys even understand how much demons this girl has from being in the industry. A lot of crazy shit has happened to her. A lot of things. And I'm picking up molestation. I don't know why I'm picking that up, but I feel like something like that did happen to her. I feel like she's had to do some unfavorable things to keep herself afloat in certain times where she shouldn't be doing things like that. But she carries a lot of battle scars and wounds, and she wears it very aggressively, and she knows, like, the show business is all she knows, so that's how she's going to make her livelihood, and at the same time, you know, give people respect for the years that they've earned in the industry. But at the same time, what I do see from her is that I do feel like she's not an unhappy person. I feel like she wants to help people. The place where she is right now, she wants to be a counselor. She wants to help people. She wants to encourage people. The hard part about her actually fully assuming the position, because she knows that people don't totally know exactly what she's gone through. A lot of things are coveted about her. I wouldn't be surprised if she, later on, she does confess some things, but some things, like, I literally feel like she's, like, sworn to secrecy. It's, like, in her best interest to keep her mouth shut. You know what I mean? And why she keeps so much things inside into herself. I do, like, again, I see, like, the panel. I see her doing something like a talk show or something like that, but I see, like, a talk show or a panel, but there's more than one woman that is going to be with her, where she's going to be working on the show. But I feel like she would always make her pop-ups in the industry. I feel like she's going to be doing some music with some artists, some collaborations and things like that. And I feel like in some certain senses she'll be counseling some people when it comes for the music. But for the most part, she's trying to maintain herself right now. She's just, like, honestly, if it's up to her, she just doesn't want to work. It's like she gets in the industry, she misses it, she loves it, and she wants to do it, but there's always a part of her that pulls her back, where she's just like, okay, there goes those demons again. Like, let me just take a pull back, you know? But for the most part, I do see that she's a very sweet, sincere person. She's very much come into her womanhood now that she's been away from the industry and realized a lot of things and made herself really tough. But what eats her up inside is that people don't really know the real Britney Spears, and a lot of people don't understand what she's really have to gone through. If you really look back in time and see and how people looked at Britney Spears in the past, there was a lot of, you know, people were envious, you know what I mean, because she was this young, beautiful girl, and she was every guy's wet dream, and everyone wanted to be like her, that, you know, she was just envied for that. But this girl got a lot of shit, a lot of demons and stuff like that, a lot of things that she's gone through that someday when it's comfortable and where she feels she's safe enough, she will find herself talking about it. But that's what I do see around Britney Spears. So let me step out of that energy. So I'm going to close this by reading on Joseline and Stevie J. I think there are real, I don't know, it's Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay, I don't really watch, like, those shows. I don't. My brother and my sister watch those shows, but I don't really know. I've probably watched a couple of episodes and read, like, certain things in tabloids, but I'm not really familiar with these guys. But all I can say, by far, they're, like, my favorite couple on that show. And okay, so let's go about Joseline and Stevie. Okay, as you guys both know, or if you guys don't know, they're actually both born under the sun sign of Scorpio, which is my sign. Scorpios are the best. And we have flaws, but we're the best. Okay. So, Joseline. Joseline is just, how she portrays herself is who she is. She's just a real ass bitch. She's just real with how she feels, how she sees things. She doesn't care. She's been through a lot of things. I feel like she's been a person that she's been betrayed by people that she's loved the most and she's cared about the most. And I feel like she's the kind of person that she went through parts in her life where she's had to either like stay with friends or like always be on alone. Like she pretty much had to raise herself, and it caused her to be really rough. Okay. Even though she wants to be loved, she still has a complexity with not really caring or giving a frig if she is loved either. Just because she doesn't trust anyone to actually give a shit about her, because that's how she just thinks life is. You know what I mean? What I see about her, of course, we see with Stevie J, and we know that they're trying to do their whole music thing. You and I both know that there's a lot of work and a lot of finances and money that needs to be put into their career, which Stevie J is not really doing that. I kind of feel like Stevie J is kind of using her as a vessel to like get finances pulled in, but for the most part it's like they're spending too much time living off the money rather than taking the money and actually really putting it in her career. I feel like when it comes to her career, like I feel like she has absolutely no idea what to do to even promote herself. Even if she were to leave Stevie J, she wouldn't even know what to do, because that's just not her hustle. You know what I mean? I feel like she's definitely a person that it was good for her. And if you ever happen to watch this, Joseline is most likely to get somebody on the outside that can help you with your career. Because as far as you're concerned, when it comes to Stevie J, like literally all the money is just going to belly up. That's what's going to end up happening. Like, I just feel like there's just not going to be money for you guys. You're going to be turning around and thinking that all this money is going to the studio or promotion of your career, when really you don't realize that half of the money, like, you know, okay, you're supposed to pay for studio time. Studio time was paid for, but you guys took a yacht. And little did you know that yacht was taken on certain expenses that you were to go to certain things to further your career in music. So that's what I feel like is what's happening. When it comes to their relationship, I feel like they both know how each other are. I think that Stevie J respects her because he knows she's not a pushover. Stevie J respects her because Stevie J knows that she knows him. You know what I mean? He knows there's not a lot that he really can get by her. This woman knows exactly who he is, what he's capable of, what he does, and that's why she ended up being the winner in the whole situation. Because at the end of the day, it's like she was the only one that could really, even though it gets her upset, even though she gets heartbroken and mad, can truly accept this man's flaws. I feel like this man is definitely a person that he just does him. He's one of those people, like, he's a take it or leave it type of personality. I usually say about certain people, there's some people in life that do things that you don't like, but there's literally people that are out there that they are so committed to their dickhole, asshole ways that you just accept them for who they are, because they just upkeep the role so gracefully, you know what I mean? But that's what I do see with him. I feel with the both of them, what's going to happen, I see a trip that's going to be happening of some sort, some photo shoot. I do see some talks and some rumors and stuff that's going to be swirling around a child that's going to be coming up. But I'm not exactly sure if Joseline can have kids. That's something that I am picking up about her. I'm not sure if she can actually have children. Take it for what you will. Some may say that some says she's a transvestite, that's why she can't have kids. But I feel like there is some issue where breeding a child that is a problem. But I also pick up a little boy. So I don't know if there's like she has a child in the background somewhere or that I don't know of. But I do pick up a little boy around her as well. Or maybe she's pregnant right now, but I do pick up a little boy. I feel like for the most part for this relationship, I feel like they're both content with each other. I know that Joseline at this point is not really necessarily happy with him. And I feel like Joseline is kind of trying to find a way to get herself on her feet. Because she kind of realizes that she really doesn't have much use for him. Like, she does care about him, she loves him, but to be honest, Stevie J, I feel like the only thing that's really been keeping her there is the fact that she actually gives a shit about your ass. You know what I mean? Other than that, she's a person that she's more than inclined to like hit the ground running. I don't think what people don't understand with certain people, especially when you've struggled and you've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in your life, never underestimate somebody that you felt like you've brought up here. Because at the end of the day, they're no stranger to struggles. They're no strangers to starting over. That depends on how strong the person is. Some people come from the bottom and are not even strong enough to even start over on their own. Like, you know, they take comfort as they sacrifice happiness for comfort. Where when it comes to her, I feel like she's not like that. I feel like she's the kind of person that if it really came down to it, she knows deep down in herself she would be much more successful without him than she is with him. But because she loves him, she's making the sacrifice. I feel like there's going to be a spin-off or something soon. I feel like there's been talks about it, but I feel like it's because there hasn't really been a buzz about it or something like that. It's probably something I'm not, like, I could be wrong. But I feel like there's going to be a spin-off of some sort that they are going to go off on their own and have their own shit going on. I could be wrong. Maybe they do already have their own shit going on. But I feel like they're going to have their own thing going on. But I do feel like there is going to be some heading or some talks of Splitsville. I say with number 3. There's going to be some talks of them splitting up or something going on. I hear like announced a child, then splitting up. Okay? So that's what I did pick up on Miley Cyrus, Britney Spears, and Joseline Hernandez and Stevie J. So that's how, that's the House of Stars, what's going on around them episode. Tune in next time where I will be doing an episode on, I'll be doing an Ask Star. Possibly. It all depends. I'm actually going to start throwing things at you, and because there is a few things that I am working on. But I do want to thank you so much for the support. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. If you know somebody that's interested in what I got to talk about and topics, share it on their walls. Share them and get people to like watch and subscribe or whatever the case may be. Don't forget to like the House of Stars on Facebook and follow me on any of my Twitter handles or Instagram handles that I have below. And if you want a reading for $20 for 20 minutes, please hit me up on my inbox or on my email address that is listed below. Of course, if you are watching this, don't forget to subscribe, okay? So I do want to thank you so much for your time rocking with me and being patient, and for those that have stayed with me during my hiatus. Yeah, so I want to thank you so much for your time and for everything you guys have done. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.